One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Sooners ready to get this thing started and open the season. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Turning on the Jets. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks just, they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Under fire. Steps away. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense swarming on that loose ball, but it'll be over.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Sooners backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. On the ground, it's Robinson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. Hard-hitting tackle. The Tigers in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. So against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man all by himself. Running free. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
To defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Trying to bull his way in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give them time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. Scrambling away. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. The screen. He's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their...
Turning it on! Oh my goodness, he's still moving! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Where he's just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Tigers want to move quickly. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Offense lining up quickly. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeps it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. It's complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Clemson! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out the same thing, bro. I'm trying to figure out the same thing.
Pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Coming out with it, it's Kearney. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Floats it out in space. Powers through the defender. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This Clemson defense has been something across the entire game. Old school lockdown.
I mean, unbelievable. Shutting down everything you want to do. Shutting down the run, shutting down the pass. This defense has been lights out. We've seen a lot of great defensive performances from the Clemson Tigers. This is right up there with the best of them.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 24 over the Judicials. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give from the gun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big end load for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going up top again. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got his man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but
Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the ING.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
On the move, it's Davidson. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the